Why, good evening, you beautiful souls. I'm incredibly excited for our Satsang this evening. And really, I'm just going to start off by taking a nice deep breath. Why don't you join me? And a simple sigh of relief. Tonight's all about falling into yourself, tapping into the pure beingness that's ever present. It's the innate stillness that lies beneath the surface of the temporary chatter, tensions, and sometimes chaos of the mind, the emotions, and body. So, for tonight to fully unfold into this great mystery called life, this dropping away into your own heart and pureness, just let everything go. Don't worry about the past. Don't worry about the future. Fully embrace this moment called now. Get those last few wiggles out, get cozy. And when you hear the first 3 taps of the bowl, with each sound of the ring, take a nice deep breath. Fully focus on your lungs filling up with air, with prana, with chi, these vital forces in this ether of love in which we live in. And after you've filled yourself up as much as you can, release a gentle this divine chord, perfection, of completion, and shift your attention towards the silence after you finish chanting. As I lovingly invite you into the space of your own heart, it is within your own power as the God and Goddess of creation and manifestation you are, to fall in love with your truth again, to remain at peace with your own stillness. Rest within yourself as if everything that plays before your very gaze of awareness is like a film. Understand that you are simply observing, and all else arises naturally on its own. Be the observer you are, the silent witness. Tell the body to relax. Tell the heart to settle. And simply pay no attention to the mind as it silences itself. Give your full attention to your own awareness, this conscious knowing of observation of both the inner and outer space and environment. With this final tap of the bowl, listen to the sound of the bell as it rings and drifts into silence. So to allow all tensions and the inner angst and dust to settle within your own being, and simply be as you are, the silent knower. This journey of our own inner looking is not a strenuous task. When we come to identify that the natural happenings of the body always arise and often will arise naturally, effortlessly, automatically. For this sitting, this silent beingness, is but a digestion process for the soul to absorb, assimilate, gain understanding behind your experiences. Let all play before you like a film. Do not identify with any of the happenings. Simply observe, for your intuition will know why. Whatever come acrosses your screen of awareness arises with that reason to heal, unfold, challenge, and uplift you. All is grace in this game of life. As you rest within yourself, observe the bodily breath. Know, hear, and remind yourself that the body will breathe automatically without your willingness, without your efforting. And this is one of the many great tools of this form. So embrace this gift of flesh. As it breathes automatically, simply feel the body fill up with prana and release your tensions, your turmoil, any blockages back into this ether, in this energetic ocean of love. Falling into yourself is embracing fully the only direction in which we can take in order to heal, transform, and awaken to these essential and deeper truths of our universe experience. Inward. Know now that every answer you've ever sought and will continue to seek lies within you. For your beingness itself, your pureness, unidentified with any concepts or temporary happenings, is the truth itself. It's this ground of being and truth that unites all, that empowers all, that embodies all. Take a nice deep breath here as you consciously fill yourself up with the love, with the light in which you're already swimming in. And as the lungs expand, the body begins to radiate with that light, nourishing each and every cell, revitalizing every atom within you. And as you release the breath, begin to drop away from the external environment and sink deeper and deeper into your own self and relaxation. It's here in the mind's eye we begin to visualize ourselves, standing in a beautiful night scenery. No artificial lights in sight, simply the sky being illuminated by the stars and cosmos. This divine, magical experience in which is your own creation can be filled with anything you seek. A meteor shower filled with shooting stars crossing the sky. Your own energetic movements like the aurora borealis. It matters not what you seek. It matters not what you create. Allow your imagination and divine creation. Paint a scene for your own enjoyment. And it's here in this night sky that it's filled with radiating loving stars, reflecting on a still water. And as you look down in front of you, with the calm of this large body of vital liquid, it serves as a mirror, reflecting that divine sky as you're immersed in the space and cosmos itself. Your toes are right on the water's edge. It's still. Waves barely moving. And it's here we begin to walk ourselves out into the still, calm pond, lake. It matters not what you see. It matters not the size. For beneath the surface is an abyss. For this body of water knows no end. As you continue to walk, every breath drawn in relaxes every part of your beingness that's submerged in the liquid. And as you continue to walk forward effortlessly, the water covers the feet, the ankles, creeping up the shins to the knees. Every breath relaxes you and allows this calming and loving presence to take over. For this water is warm. You can feel the love radiating through each and every part of the body submerged within it. As you continue to walk forward, every exhale releases further and further tension from the flesh, from the heart and the mind. As you continue to take your pace as slow or as quickly as you seek internally, we rise to the hips and continue to submerge ourselves to the navel, briskly entering this warming water. And as we reach the crest of the armpits, our hands, our forearms, the biceps, triceps, and shoulders now become immersed in this loving liquid. Every breath bringing you into a deeper state of relaxation. As you inhale, you feel and sense the energetic channels within you opening up, embracing every movement of the form that it needs to take. As you begin to submerge your neck, your chin, the mouth, the nose, the ears, until the entirety of your head is underneath the surface. In this dreamscape, it matters not breathing. For this water acts as our own womb, akin to when we were born and growing in the womb. You are this divine liquid of love. As you look around, the stars are still mirrored on the surface. But with each breath, you begin to sink deeper and deeper, allowing yourself to effortlessly free fall. And although the beautiful lights are fading from the surface and above you, it's the nothingness, the stillness and serene nature of this darkness that engulfs us with calm, with peace. Simply allow yourself to let go as you sink deeper and deeper into this calm. these still waters of your own being. Continue to envision yourself falling into this abyss of love. No longer even focusing on the breath, but simply remaining in your own truth. The pure awareness of this experience. No identifications remain. There is neither satisfaction or dissatisfaction. We simply are. And just as you are sitting or lying down, you continue to sink, allowing whatever happens within the inner experience to unfold as you simply watch yourself and observe your own drifting into yourself. For it's in this knowing we observe the heart beginning to unfold. For we are finally offering it and holding the space it needs to simply be. For it's in our waking state, when we are caught up in the temporary, we cover up the pureness of our own truth. For the nature of our own awareness is soft, it's calm, gentle, and still. Yet just as splashing about causes distortions of any reflection on the body of water, so too our affection and tension splashes about and causes chaos within our own self. Allow your own beingness to simply be as it is. It isn't flashy like the mind. It doesn't pull at you like the emotions. There's no sensations of fear, of satisfaction like there is with bodily knowings. It's in this very reason we must recognize that this process of stillness, of calm, of remaining in the silent knowing of our own being can only arise when we fall in love with our truth again. That in which you experience temporarily is just that. But come to understand that all of those temporary happenings arise on the surface. They're simply dancing on top of the water. And the truth of your being lies deep within it. There's a distinct separation that arises when we fully recognize that the mind, the emotional sensations, and the happenings of flesh are but clouds in the sky passing by. And you are the sky itself. That just as the breeze pushes the surface of the waves, you are the ocean itself. Allow everything around you to drop away. Give your full attention to your own awareness. It's in this knowing that when we shift our attention away from the false and gear it towards the truth of our own being. Everything temporary in nature silences itself. Know that this peace, this calm, this silence never leaves you. It is you. Any sensation of chaotic mind, emotions, and body is but a temporary happening. More often than not, it is simply the path of least resistance, a habit, so to speak. But whatever is painted in those temporary states is nothing, for you're the canvas. You're the screen in which all temporary images flash beyond and before. Sink deeper. In this inner vision, there is no longer any light around you. You are simply immersed and surrounded by the love, by the warmth, by the peace. And it's in this quiet knowing that you finally begin to observe the aroma of your pureness. The eye can never gaze upon itself. It simply sees a reflection. So too know that all of these adjectives of love, warmth, of peace, of calm, of silence, is but a reflection of what we really are. Words cannot contain our truth, for the words were created in their many expressions to attempt to express what the experience of our being is. Remain as you are. Know that this sense of being, the stillness and calm, is but a radiating force that emanates from you. Recognize that no matter the happenings on the surface, in the temporary realm, there is an ocean of eternal peace that lies within you. That is you. When you hear the next tap, bowl as it rings, take a nice deep breath. And as you fill yourself up in that abyss of stillness and calm, allow your exhale to strengthen your bridge, that gateway back into the peace of your beingness. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. And thank you so much for tapping in. If you enjoyed that meditation, go ahead and smash that like button. But it's important to recognize that the further you seek within yourself, the greater the impact, the deeper you'll go, the more you'll unfold into. And as you fall in love with your truth, the beingness that is ever present, just as your final proclamation in the conclusion of meditation, you become anchored in that truth. As you sink deeper, the temporary falls away. The more you fall in love with your pureness, you take away that life that holds on, that continues to feed all these temporary happenings that cause us strife, stress, disturbance. You reinvest your own beingness within yourself. For in this external search, we're trying to give our energy, we're trying to give our attention, our affection of our awareness into all of these different cups, put our eggs in all of these different baskets. And because of that, our own beingness becomes the tertiary, quaternary thought. Many don't even try to tap in or recognize there's a beingness present. So you have a great opportunity to really put your own awareness, your consciousness, your beingness, your sense of self at the forefront of your experience. I truly aspire for each being to recognize and tap into that same bliss and calm and overflowing and overwhelming peace in which is experienced when giving these satsang services, so that you yourself may recognize that's still there, that's always there. The universe is getting recreated and destroyed with every moment, with every breath, quicker than the mind can comprehend, which is why we experience a fluidity of time. But every moment is an opportunity for you to tap back into your truth, to express it, to harness it, and to radiate it. That's the most important thing with this practice, is when you give your attention back to your own being. As they say, the cup overfloweth. You begin to fill yourself up. You become that radiating star in the sky. And that's when energetically many things begin to shift and change. And rather than you going to things, exerting your energy, spreading yourself too thin, exposing yourself, getting caught up in the temporary, you begin to gravitate and pull in the truth. Understand that all is grace. Everything that happens from this moment on is but an opportunity to practice this amazing tool in which you experienced and learned. And that you got a taste of that peace. So there's no questions directly in the chat as I see. But I did have a question that applies to many people that arose in one of my meditation sessions this week with a student. And I'm going to try to paraphrase this as best as I can. But the issue was arising with other people doing things that they didn't care for. And instead of simply just stating that, it got into this explaining, overexerting. And the answer to a very straight up question is, how can I deal with these types of situations? I'm starting to feel drained. Context. My biggest recommendation for everyone during these times of transformation and change is simply speak your truth. You don't have to question or ask the person to start off, why did you do this? Why did you do that? Solely talk from your experience. I didn't like when you did XYZ. I didn't feel loved. I didn't feel cared for. I didn't feel heard when you did XYZ. Why do you think you deserve to treat me like that? What did I do to deserve to be treated like that? These very simple pivots of how we speak and communicate with others is pivotal. It's life changing. For everyone is always trying to get their ego stroked and fed when you're not fully self aware of your beingness. And every manifestation of their own chaos and drama is but a projection, so do not get caught up into it. Now is the time to really protect and give reverence to your own energy. Speak your truth in the moment, don't hold on to it. Allow yourself to fully and freely express the pureness that's within your heart. If you didn't like something, let it be known. Say why. And don't entertain anything else. Just really speak your piece. Put the ball in the other person's court. Don't play tennis, don't play catch with their ego when they try to project things upon you. Simply be yourself. Speak your truth. That's all you need to do. So I hope that makes sense to a lot of you. If it doesn't, always ask a question, leave a comment. But as always, may the fruit of knowledge offer a seed. And in that seed, may your love, will, and intuition give life and nourishment. For a tree shall grow, and in its shade may you find peace, and offer peace to all who ask. Namaste. I bow to the divine within you. I love you so much. Again, smash that like, share. Next week, we got some stuff dropping. I'm excited. And really, Sunday is the first official day of summer here in the Northern Hemisphere. So you already know it's about to be special. Things are dropping. Can't wait to show you. Can't wait to share with you. Have a great night. I love you so much. Peace.